What's everybody? So the lineups are out, as most of you know. Allison and goal, obviously. Same back four: Robertson, Trent, Virgil van Dijk, Matip. Midfield, which is always kind of the talking point, is Milner, Henderson, Genie, and then the usual front three. Now look, I'd have to have Fabinho in that midfield for me. But we've been here before, and you know, Klopp knows the best. So I'm not really surprised by it either. I had a feeling Milner would start. He would feature at some point, or he would feature in the starting 11. I wasn't sure how Trent was really feeling or looking, so I thought maybe he'd be right back. It's in the midfield, so it's Henderson and Milner in the midfield. Obviously, Genie. I'm assuming Genie would play the 6, and the two other guys would be marauding up forward. Ball starting 11, the Brexit midfield, as they call it. Yeah, I told you about that midfield. Yeah, so I mean, look, it is what it is. They've got some guys missing in their midfield. Dyer, Winks, Sissoko is a mighty guy in the midfield. So what up, Jason? This guy ever going to play a different midfield in a big game? Yeah, it's frustrating to a degree, but listen, I think we can get the maximum effort midfield. Yeah, that's basically put it in a nutshell, Mercy. I'm surprised they're not starting Son. They've went for, what's the Brazilian guy on their team? I can't think of his name right now. Somebody help me out. Brexit again at this point. I'm trusting Klopp. I mean, we kind of have no choice but to, really. It's so easy to predict how we're going to line up in a big game. Yeah, Lucas Moura, right. So he's fast, he's pacey. He can hurt teams. So, I'm a little irritated by the midfield, honestly. Not the midfield, but just the fact that I don't see Fabinho. I mean, the midfield is okay. We know what they've done. We know what they can do. We know what their kind of limitations are as well, though. So, obviously, it's about the width today. Trent, Robertson have to be on it. Particularly Trent. We need to see him back to his, not necessarily saying get a hat trick of assists, but we need to see him back to his best as far as delivering balls into the box, maybe even driving a bit through the midfield if we can overlap, or maybe not overlap, but underlap, if you will, come into the middle. Because there's going to have to be some kind of, it's going to have to be, in my opinion, more than just a workman's-like performance from that midfield. Somebody's going to have to step up and be involved with linking the play. It can't just be all defensive and, safe, if you know what I mean. So what about Shaq, man? Like, now is the time he roams off the pitch and makes the difference. Yeah, I still think we got it too, Thompson. Yeah, I'm not questioning that at all. Again, this is the team that can get a result. Should be able to get a result one way or another. So, still excited about it. Can't wait for the game. I guess it's about an hour, a little less than an hour away now. So, let's just hope by halftime, we're not talking about the midfield having issues. It shouldn't be. But we know that midfield, and as people have said already in big games, it is slightly frustrating to see them continue to be the three that he goes with, knowing how amazing Fab is in a big game like this. I think Fab could make a huge difference. But Genie and Fab holding was going so well. It was, but I mean, that was more. Do you mean more in a 4-2-3-1? Because that's really kind of how it is. But in that midfield, you got to believe it's going to be. Actually, in fact, I mean, I think at any given time you can have one of those. Well, between Hendo and Genie playing that 6th role, you know what I mean, and Milner kind of going forward. So, we'll see. I think we got to really, really, really attack Trippier. He hasn't really had a great season, in my opinion. I think he had a decent World Cup, and he probably was believing that hype a bit. I don't know why Serge Aurier doesn't play. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but the bench is good. Bench looks good though, so that's nice to see. But we have to see what happens. Hope for the best. See you guys later.